This is CHIKARA.
Or one ball. Introducing first.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your director of fun, Mike Quackenbush. High above the Logan Square Auditorium here at Commentation Station. Half the matches already in the history books. 3 more yet to come. A deep breath. The match about to take the ring has been the subject of much discussion among members of the locker room. In his 1972 song, Jim Croce, in You Don't Mess Around with Jim, alludes to the idea of a country hoss fight. And I think when Croce thought of hosses, he could not have possibly envisioned what's about to take the ring right now.
And his opponent.
Two of the very hardest hitters on the entire roster are about to go head-to-head. Can't wait for this one. Can't wait for Missile Assault Man. Points are, of course, in play. We saw Missile Assault Man challenge earlier this season for the Grand Championship, unsuccessful in his title bid against reigning champ Juan Francisco de Coronado. Nevertheless, one of the very best matches of the entire year. Certainly seek that one out on CHIKARAtopia.com. Missile Assault Man awarded a point via disqualification back at Chikarasaurus Rex, Flesh and Stone. Unbelievably, Merlok coming into this match, he's already got 3 points. But as we have seen with Merlok, he really seems disinterested in the title picture. Doesn't seem to care about points whatsoever. Just destroys whatever is directly in front of him. And that very straightforward smash mouth approach is similar to the one Missile Assault Man espouses. It's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on the better of this one. Collar and elbow tie. Display of power from Merlok. He's got the advantage, at least for the moment. Missile Assault Man a little cautious on that second approach. Can he overpower Merlok? He's backed him into the corner. No, only a momentary advantage. Merlok launched it. No missile pun intended. Once again, oh, I thought they were going to lock up, and Missile Assault Man swept down low, picked up that leg, couldn't keep it, gets beeled all the way across the ring. Merlok charges once again. Missile Assault Man's got a waist lock this time. Gonna try and sit out to break the grip. Pop his pelvis forward and break that grip of Merlok so he can free himself. Cut inside the thigh to get a waist lock and a heel pick to Missile Assault Man. That's one advantage he will have here, that amateur wrestling background. Will it be enough to overcome the power differential? You can see how strong Merlok is. Back heel pick up. Right into a crossface. Closest thing to a smile you'll ever see on the face of Missile Assault Man. Maybe he's figured out how to get the better of Merlok, who picks him up and drives him down to the sidewalk slam. Got his left shoulder up off the mat very rapidly, did Missile Assault Man, and I can't help but feel like this may become the theme of the match. The amateur wrestling, the ground game of Missile Assault Man against the raw power of Merlok. Up and over, show of agility, put his shoulders down, held him down, but not for three. Swung too high, did Merlok. Pat O'Connor roll pays no dividends. Merlok, once again, just about turned Missile Assault Man inside out by throwing a wild clothesline. Right shoulder of Missile Assault Man coming up off the mat. Merlok turning his very intimidating gaze toward our senior official, Bryce Remsburg. And now it is the murderous menace of the deep stalking his prey. Trying to lift him for that Northern Lights suplex, and Merlok has shut it down. A series of forearm blows across the breadth of the shoulder blades. Put one right in the mush. Uppercut from Missile Assault Man. There, he got all of that second one. Third one found the mark. He's rocked Merlok. Trying to press the advantage while he's got it, but a reversal in mid-ring sends Missile into the turnbuckles. He brought up his boot in the nick of time. Charges out, gets caught in midair. Merlok just snatched him out of the air, turned him around, and drove him into the mat with authority. Barely two on that one. Missile Assault Man grimacing in pain and obviously favoring his back. Merlok continues to stalk. Another blow across the shoulder, starting to soften up that shoulder and neck region. That's where his favorite finisher, the Emerald Explosion, does the most damage. High on your neck and shoulder blades and drive you right down into the mat. We have seen him use it time and time again. Just the fact that he's coming into this match with 3 points kind of tells you everything you need to know about his success as a singles wrestler. You also saw how formidable he could be in a team scenario at King of Trios as part of the House of the Seven Seas with Hermit Crab and Cajun Crawdad. They ousted one of the heavy favorites in House Revival. He was going to try and spike him with that taped thumb. Missile Assault Man's not hanging around to find out how that story ends. Tried to get up the turnbuckle quickly, not in enough time, and he is in position for that Emerald Explosion. Missile knows it. He's not going to wait. Threw a kick. Answered with a kick. Merlok just keeps shutting Missile down. He's not been able to hit his offensive stride in this one. Whoa! Wall impact in the corner. Missile melts. Merlok, I think, too slow to get there. It's important to try and get as many covers in a match like this as possible, especially when you have a weight advantage, which is true of Merlok. You can exhaust your opponent just by making them repeatedly kick you off of their chest. Lay all of your weight on their shoulder blades and make them slough your weight off before the count of 3. That can be just as exhausting as running the ropes. Quick series of strikes. Missile Assault Man trying to get momentum going. Once again, it took only one blow from Merlok to shut him down. All the way up and around. Gut wrench dropped him kind of like a doctor bomb. Merlok's not looking for points when it comes to elegant execution. All he cares about is how effective his offense is. And unfortunately for everyone that has stood in his path, his offense is devastatingly effective. Just yanking away at the mouth of Missile Assault Man. Merlok headed off for the far ropes, going to try and squish him. And he does, brought that knee up once again, punishing the shoulders and neck of Missile Assault Man. No doubt in furtherance for the eventual Emerald Flosion that he looks to cap off virtually all of his matches with. Showing just how capable he is. Merlok taking Missile Assault Man apart. He's very, very close and manages to make it to the bottom rope, forcing a break of the hold. I don't know that I have ever seen Missile Assault Man take this kind of punishment before. He has never faced an opponent like Merlok. Methodical in his pace, Merlok approaches, and maybe a little too predictable. Missile Assault Man kept his eye on his opponent, and then for a second took his eye off his opponent, and boy, is he paying for it. He just had his lower lumbar region driven into the edge of the ring twice. That's right where the boards meet the steel frame. Imagine how that feels, having that driven into your back. Flying with a forearm, able to get Merlok away from the ring. They're out there on the floor. Bryce Remsburg has to the count of 20, and then he can declare a count out. He's trying to fireman's carry lift. Couldn't pick Merlok up. Merlok comes charging. Oh, he went left shoulder first, right into the ring post. There was a whole lot of impact on that. This might be the difference maker. Missile's back in the ring. Oh, he's not staying in the ring. Came flying in with a baseball slide kick. Got some distance, and he launches himself with a tope. Merlok caught him and threw him with an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. The power of this guy. That's a big dude with all kinds of speed and force, and Merlok snatched him out of the air, changed direction, and launched him with a belly-to-belly suplex. What a display of power from Merlok. Every bit as unforgiving as the edge of the ring can be. The floor of the Logan Square Auditorium has got no give, I can assure you of that. That is dangerous territory out there. Merlok back in the ring at the count of 11. Bryce continuing his count now on Missile Assault Man. You know, I alluded to this earlier. I don't think Merlok really cares about points. I don't really think he cares a whole lot about in what fashion he wins his matches. And given that he may have just very seriously injured or even temporarily dislocated his left shoulder, he might be entirely content to just let Missile Assault Man be counted out. Chanting his name in unison, the CHIKARA wants to see him beat the count, and he just barely does. He is in a bad, bad way. You might have avoided a count out, but how much do you have left after that overhead belly-to-belly suplex on the floor? Missile Assault Man right now, I hate to say it, he looks as ripe for the picking as I think I have ever seen him in a pro wrestling match. And I've never seen him in a boxing match or an MMA match, so I'm not really certain why I called that distinction in. Kicking away at the midsection of Merlok, Missile Assault Man tried to buy himself a moment to gather another deep breath. Seems like the puns, right? Really not, but really not. Hard into the turnbuckle, and that top turnbuckle you saw struck once again in the neck and shoulder blade region. Whether this is by design or just by circumstance, this plays perfectly into the hands of Merlok. right into the rib cage. Certainly being thrown with enough force that you could dislodge one of the floating ribs. That is a wildly painful injury to incur. Even a bruised rib, but you get one of your floating ribs dislodged, that is a terrible, terrible injury. Once had that happen to me following a match up in the New England States when CHIKARA was on tour up there many years ago. I basically left the venue and went directly to the hospital to have it put back in place because I could not breathe. And if that's what's just happened to Missile Assault Man, I don't know how on earth he's going to ask for some more. Missile Assault Man might be a little bit nuts to beckon Merlok to come on and give him a little bit more chest first into the buckle. Absolutely crushed in the corner. This could be all. He was looking for that slam. Managed to come out of it. Double wrist lock. Can he take him down? Slap on that key lock. Or gonna try and straighten it out. No, he wants Jujigatame. He wants cross-chest arm breaker. Merlok does not have a counter coming. If he can hyperextend the elbow, he will force him to tap out or he will break Merlok's arm. He may have to adjust into a triangle here. He's got to be very careful about his shoulders being down. Merlok, with one hand, lifts him up off the mat and drives him down with a power bomb. And just when you think you could not imagine this guy being any stronger, take a look at what he just did. Single arm lift of Missile Assault Man from the mat up into the air and then down into a power bomb. Whoa, only count of two. It took him just a few seconds to turn the shoulder blades over, and that might be the only reason Missile's still in this contest. Merlok has been so impressive, hasn't he? Pounding away at Missile Assault Man, who somehow is still on his feet, somehow still hanging on. You might have to have a screw loose to still be in this contest, to still be throwing him down with Merlok. Clash of heads. I don't care how tough you are, that's going to stop you right in your tracks. Scooping up Missile Assault Man, who avoids the Emerald Flosion. Once again, that fireman's carry lift just shut down. Merlok sets Missile Assault Man up on the top turnbuckle. What is he thinking? Oh, he's going to try and drag him out into Emerald Flosion from there. He's got to be careful, though, about where Missile's hips are. He doesn't have the leverage right now to do it. And Missile Assault Man used 4 quick elbows to get out of trouble, dove out, and sent Merlok into the far corner. Where's he getting this from? Where's he finding the energy? We're coming up on 15 minutes deep in this one, and Missile Assault Man's running like his tank is on full. That tells you everything you need to know about the conditioning of this athlete. Long string of running European uppercuts. He wants this flipping Death Valley driver of his. It's a gorgeous move. He nailed it. All that impact down on the chest. He's got him hooked up. He's got 2. He's only got 2. But as Merlok kicked out and exposed that one, he just rolled himself right into the crossface is what he did. He left himself wide open. Maybe that's what Missile Assault Man wanted all along, wrestling 2 moves down the line, and he needs to wrestle a thinking man's game here, because trying to match raw power with Merlok has not worked at all since the opening bell. One more time, lifting him up, spinning him around, Emerald Flosion in the center of the ring, and he's on top of the cover, and he gets 3! Simply outstanding display of professional wrestling between these two combatants this afternoon here at Deep Breath. It could have gone either way. More than once we really thought Missile Assault Man was ready to solve the riddle of Merlok. But with one devastating move, one Emerald Flosion, Merlok unbelievably picks up his 4th point.